What's going on, my little late night motherfuckers? Alright, I'm gonna give you a nighttime story for you guys to laugh. It was actually funny because I touched on it yesterday with somebody else. But then today I walked by part 2 of the memory, so I just decided, fuck it, I'll just let you guys know so you guys have a laugh. I don't know if it gave you guys a laugh, it gave me a laugh, but when I was a kid, I was about 14, 15 years old. I was out in Brooklyn. It was me, Benny, Mike, seeing some girls in Brooklyn, whatever. So we took the long trek out there to Brooklyn, and we were coming back. And when we were coming back, it was a long train ride. Brooklyn, and then you got to connect, and then come up, on the west side. It was fucking a long train ride, no big deal. But one of the crazy things that happened was I was already falling asleep. If you guys ever with me on a plane, a train, whatever, it could be the plane could be falling apart. Like, I'm just out. But somewhere along the line on the train, something like 100 fucking clowns, like grown man clowns, like rubber nose, funny shoes, painted face, they got on the train with us. So, like, I didn't even know they got on the train. I see a lot of people talking, whatever, and I'm like, whatever. All of a sudden, I feel Mikey shaking me. What the fuck is wrong with you? I thought it's impossible for us to be there already. I was like, yes, please. I want to get off the subway. And all of a sudden, I look around me and it's clowns, all different outfits, orange hair, green hair, no hair. Like, it was clowns, like wall-to-wall clowns. And Mikey was like freaking out because back then it was when that movie came out, Stephen King's The Original It. Remember with John Ritter? Don't fuck around with Puerto Ricans and clowns. Not after that movie. So anyway, I don't like clowns. I think it's creepy as shit. There was Gacy used to dress up like a clown and fucking snatch kids. So back then, whatever. But these motherfuckers, they were in, what was the circus back then? Ringling Brothers. So I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a clown convention, a clown protest, a clown job application. I have no fucking idea what it was. These motherfuckers were in the train with us. And they weren't like regular clowns. They were like New York clowns. So at a certain point, I was like, I guess the look on my face, like this look that you're seeing now where my fucking face starts to look like, what the fuck is this? And one of them turned around and he's like, what, you don't like clowns? I was like, no, actually I don't like clowns. So for some reason he beefed up like, what the fuck you don't like clowns for? And this is a creepy motherfucking looking clown. Like, he just looked fucking sinister. I just say, cause you motherfuckers are creepy, man. The fuck? What fuck you dressing like clowns for? That shit ain't funny. Another motherfucker starts talking shit to me. And like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? It was like all of a sudden I'm in a fucking, like, an argument with clowns. Like, with fucking clowns. And I got Mikey on the side of me over here. Benito's on the other side, and the fucking clowns are like, they're amping up. And I'm like, there's a lot of motherfucking clowns here. And I'm just thinking to myself, but at the end, they're like middle-aged men. So I was like, back the fuck up, bozo. I will fuck you up. One of them started getting fucking like tough, take off his weird pinstripe jacket. All of a sudden, I see Benny's fucking hand. Oh, fucking ogred him. We were in a fucking melee. Whoever was seeing that train go by the station must have been like, ooh. We were fucking swinging at clowns. I was elbowing them. I was fucking going nuts on clowns. Cause a regular fight will be regular, one thing. But these were clowns, white paint, all kinds of shit, funny shoes. And those funny shoes fucked them up. Cause they couldn't move. You were turning angles and fucking them up. I hit one with a liver shot. Motherfucker went down. Benny's fucking going fucking savage on them. Mikey, he's probably biting somebody. I don't know what the fuck, but he was traumatized. He was really fucking, that fucked him up. Because Benny's the oldest on the middle, Mikey's the youngest one. That really fucked him up, seeing all those clowns. They were trying to grab him. He was saying, get off me. Like they were trying to pick him up and fucking throw him. It was fucked up. But either way, we're fighting for our fucking lives in this fucking thing. Hitting fucking clowns in the throat, all kinds of fucking thing. First time I ever fucking did a spinning back fist was on the clown. So let me tell you something, that technique works. All of a sudden, I get to 72nd Street and Broadway, and the doors open up, and the melee was so bad, we just really couldn't see a lot of things. It was a lot of pushing, shoving, hitting, whatever. We spilled out into the train station. All I know, me and Benny spilled down to the platform with a bunch of these motherfuckers, and that's where we really got crazy. We were fucking slamming people on benches. Motherfuckers are going into the tracks. They were trying to grab us and hold us down. It was fucked up. But the cops came down the stairs, because back then they had transit police. So these motherfuckers came. Everybody get the fuck, stop moving, the fuck. Can you imagine what those cops were thinking when they were coming downstairs, seeing all those fucking clowns going at us? These motherfuckers, they had real blood on their fucking white paint. We fucked up a lot of them, man. I took a couple of hits from a clown. I mean, I had a clown try to fucking choke me. It was fucking stupid. But anyway, cops came. They had us at gunpoint, trying to solve this. I'm like, solve what? You got fucking clowns fucking attacking us. Fucking cop held up my hands. I had white paint all over my fucking knuckles. I had white paint on my elbow. I mean, it was fucked up. And when all that shit was sorted out, the cops came over to me and Benny. It was just like, look, motherfuckers, what the fuck did you do on this train? I'm like, you know something, that's fucked up. You got like 100 fucking clowns here. These motherfuckers are going crazy on us. And all of a sudden I said, wait a minute, where's Mikey? So all of a sudden I'm like, I'm not even talking to the cop. I'm like, where's my little brother at? And we're looking around and we're like, what the fuck is Mikey? Then we're like, the cops are like trying to stop us. We're like trying to find Mike. Remember the rule? We go back home without one of us, fuck, we gotta deal with Frank. So all of a sudden it was like, no fucking joke, we're looking for him. And sure enough, couldn't find him. I just didn't understand what the fuck happened. But either way, they handcuffed us. They were gonna take us over to the fucking precinct, which is a precinct like on 83rd, 82nd. It's like that between Columbus and Amsterdam. And it was gonna get sorted out. We were minors, whatever. But the cop didn't believe at the end of the day, they fucking surrounded me. So it was like one of these fucking things where it's like, they didn't want to believe that these fucking 100 fucking clowns, like these clowns wanted to press charges. Like there was a couple of them there. There was one of them was fucking, I was big right here. I mean, there was some fucked up. I had clowns with busted fingers. So they were taking us to the fucking, to the precinct. All of a sudden we were going handcuffed to the car, and we're just thinking, where's Mikey at? Whatever. All of a sudden they put us in the fucking car, and they're taking us up Amsterdam Avenue. That avenue I was on walking today. And as we're driving up, they get a call, and it's like some type of disturbance, all kinds of stuff. So sure enough, they stopped the car right in front of the fucking the Riverside Memorial, whatever, the funeral home. Well, let me tell you what happened. About 20 minutes later, 15 minutes later, they walk out of the fucking funeral home with Mikey in handcuffs. No joke. We're like, yo, we're like with the handcuffs. Yo, that's Mikey. Mike. Let me tell you something what happened. So they fucking brought him over to the car and they put him inside, and we're talking. The fucking cop says, you know this motherfucker? We're like, yeah, that's Mikey. That's what we're looking for. He's like, you motherfuckers are in a world of trouble. I'm like, yeah, whatever, no problem. So they took us to the precinct, and it was kind of fucked up because when we're in the precinct, I see Mikey. He has like this fucking white, I saw the devil look in his face. Like he wouldn't even talk to us. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking at Benny, like, what the fuck? And Benny's trying to reach over, and he's like, oh, I can't. So I'm in the middle with my fucking handcuff. So we get to the precinct, and obviously we got the statement, you know, but the clowns are saying their statement and shit like that, and then what we were saying, whatever. But then what happened was, it's just kind of funny because I gotta say it like this: Mike ran out of the station because those clowns freaked him out. So he ran up a couple of blocks, and he saw an opening in a fucking, like in a building. He thought we were behind him. He made a right turn, and he went into this fucking like parking entrance, loading unloading zone. So he thought he can go in there and hide from these fucking bazillion clowns that were coming to murder us. He didn't know that me and Benny were fucking fighting for our lives on the platform. One problem though, when Mikey ran in that motherfucker, he really walked into the house of horrors, the chambers of doom. He ran into the fucking room where they're preparing bodies. He told me when he walked in, there was a guy with an arm. He was just washing. He had a big sponge. He was just washing this fucking dude. This dude's on the table like striker pose. Fucking Mike was traumatized. Fucking Mike turned around. He slammed into a coffin that had somebody already prepared to go outside. The family was waiting, like, where's uncle, whatever. Fucking coffin went over. Sure enough, the guy was like circles. Fucking Mike was screaming in a circle like a fucking bitch. Even he'll tell you he was screaming like a bitch. So he didn't know what the fuck to do. So he ran down a hallway, and it was like the showroom for coffins. And nothing but coffins in it. So he's fucking freaking fuck out. Fucking first clowns and the motherfucker with the big sponge, and everybody's screaming at him, hey, get the fuck you doing here? He runs through the family, and people are grabbing him, and like it was kind of fucking crazy shit. And he was fucking saying, these motherfucking clowns are after me, get off me. They thought this motherfucker was crazy. They thought this fucking guy snapped. So for me, I was like, when he told me this story, I was like, oh shit, we're going to prison. Like before it was like a joke, whatever, you know, simple assault, whatever. When he said that fucking story, I'm like, we're going to Sing Sing. It was fucking ridiculous. But the cool thing about it was that one of the detectives there, he was laughing. He's fucking cracking the fuck up at our story. He says, you're still going to prison. I don't give a fuck what you say, but I'm going to go over to the Riverside Chap. I'm gonna see what they got. So sure enough, before he filled out his whole report, whatever, he saw the camera, the film, the CCTV, whatever, because it was a loading unloading zone, so they had to have a camera there. And he saw Mikey running for his life, running inside. So the what we basically detailed, he was running and whatever, it matched the story. Since we were minors, detective came back. He was cool people, and he just turned around. He went to Benny. He's like, "Did any one of them hit you?" And Benny was like, "No." They tried to grab me. Then he turned to me. He's like, "Anyone hit you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got clocked on the fucking side of the jaw by one of them." And that's when he said it right there. Are you prepared to press charges against all of them? And those fucking clowns, they're fucking so left there. Imagine being a clown going on Rikers Island for attacking three Puerto Rican kids. You wouldn't fucking last the first night. You wouldn't even be around to them to issue you a toothbrush. They could be like those little toothbrushes. So he's like, what do you mean they're gonna press charges on? And he said, look, they're minors and you assaulted minors. And right there he told them, you want to press charges against them? And they were like, they thought about it for 2 seconds, and one of the, I remember it was a black cop there, beautiful motherfucker, cool people. I always saw him around when I used to go to high school. He used to tell me, I saved you motherfuckers. He told the guys, listen guys, you're gonna do 3 days of central booking with that clown shit on. You motherfuckers are not gonna make it. And these clown motherfuckers, let me tell you something, their days of clownness was over. They're like, nah, we're okay. So sure enough, they told the clowns to get the fuck out. They told us to sit there for a while. They called Frank to pick us up because we were minors. They couldn't just release us. Fucking Mike. Mike was fucked up and traumatized about that shit. Anyway, moving past that whole thing, you know, Frank made Mike go and apologize to the funeral director, whatever he did, stuff like that. But that fucking mentally challenged Mikey because Mikey was, he was still fucked up in the head. Back then there was no therapy. For Puerto Rican kids, for black kids, God bless us, but there was no therapy. How do you feel? I fucked up. I saw a guy washing a fucking big arm like that with a sponge. Second pose. There was no therapy for us. That's fucked up. I still hate clowns. Let me tell you something. I'll never fucking that little dance they do in the little umbrella. There was one with a little umbrella. I fucked him. I fucking side kicked him to his fucking gut, and at the end of the day, back fisted him. Fucking clowns. But Mikey, he said he was running. He ran in the room and nothing but coffins. Can you imagine the trauma that motherfucker had? It's fucking crazy. I remember that once we did obviously move past that, the laugh we had from fighting the clowns, I still remember the cop and he was like, I know you motherfuckers did something wrong. He held up my hand with fucking white paint on it. I can't, man. Fucking cremate me, man. I'm not going down that road. That's fucked up. But you got the visual today, so now you know. Stay away from clowns. Love you, motherfuckers.